Baka pag tinutok sa akin yung baril, magmatay-matayan ako doon.
Bongga, diba? Parang wow, I really had the guts to do that.
Before pa nga kami nagkakilala, parang ganun na yung dating namin. Rivals pa kami nito. Parang ganun.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the X Lounge presented by Converge FiberX. The X Lounge is a space to amplify the voices of women of strong fiber. As part of the celebration of Women's Month, we've invited exceptional women from different generations and different backgrounds who will spill the secrets of their success. But before everything else, let me introduce myself. My name is Ria Ramz. I'm a radio DJ from Manila's hottest monster, RX 93.1, and I am so excited to meet these three women of strong fiber. And of course, to listen to their inspiring stories and most of all, learn from their success. Our first guest is one of the pop rock queens in the OPM scene. She first rose to fame in the 1990s as the frontwoman of the bands Hungry Young Poets and Barbie's Cradle before pursuing a successful solo career. She's also the voice behind hits like Hi, Just a Smile, and Tabing Ilog. So, welcome to the X Lounge, Miss Barbie Almalbis.
Hi. I'm so thrilled to be here.
And we are so thrilled to have you. It's such an honor. Now, Barbie, you released your fifth studio album, Not That Girl, just last year.
Yes.
That's awesome. And you've been performing all over the country, and you've also got some international gigs lined
I'm
up.
excited. Very
Yeah. So how does it feel to still be making music and doing the thing that you love after 28 years?
It's such a gift. I'm just so grateful to still be able to, to make music, to perform. This was just like a childhood hobby, and I never, expected it to, to be a job.
Yeah.
So to be able to do it this long is really a blessing. So
Yeah.
I'm thankful.
That's awesome. And it's so awesome to be able to talk to you. We're going to be diving more into that later on.
Sure.
Okay, now from pop rock queen, we move to an international beauty queen who also happens to be a pop girly herself. So her female empowerment anthem, Ganda Gandahan, has over 2.5 million Spotify streams. 2.5 million, guys. She's also dropping her latest EP, Woman Like Me, just in time for Women's Month. So welcome to the X Lounge, Reina Hispano-Americana 2025, Miss Maté.
Hello. Hola. ¿Cómo estás?
Hola!
Spanish na siya. Oh, thank you for having me.
It is also such an honor to have you here. You look so beautiful, all of you.
Thank you.
And Dia, how does it feel to be in the X Lounge with a music icon like Barbie?
Alam mo, I feel so honored to be here and to be beside Ate Barbie because she's such an icon. I listened to her growing up. I was actually telling her kanina, I did a cover of her song, which I had to archive because I was like 13 and so many. But
I want to see that though.
I'll show it, find it. But
Fine.
I'm just so happy to be here. I mean, to be a musician and to be in the industry and to see the success of the OPM industry through Ate Barbie, and to just be here, to be with these wonderful women. And I'm just so excited to talk about, music and everything more.
Yeah, and Dia, you actually recently passed your crown
Yes.
for Reina Hispano-Americana
Yes.
to your successor. And you even got to perform on stage.
Yes.
So it's like your worlds colliding.
Yes,
Can you
I-
tell us a little bit about that moment in
Yeah.
Bolivia?
Well, I like to say I'm living a kind of Hannah Montana life in the sense that I'm a beauty queen by day and then a musician by night. And it was nice to kind of marry the two together in my final moments as Reina Hispano-Americana. I actually wrote a song for that, the pageant for the evening gown portion. And it was English and Spanish, which is crazy. I don't know how I was able to do that. But I did English and Spanish. And then that's actually the inspiration for the Woman Like Me EP. So that song that I performed is going to be released within that EP. It's also called Woman Like Me, but it's in English, Tagalog, and Spanish. So it's a little bit different, and I'm just so excited for that.
No, I want to hear it now. Like, play it. No, but wow, that's so exciting. That sounds awesome. And we are going to be talking a little bit more about that also later. But we do have one more multifaceted queen joining us here on the X Lounge. She's a registered nurse who's also a two-time national CrossFit champion. I was rooting for her. I mean, we all were rooting for her during her stint with Team Philippines in the Netflix series Physical Asia, where she earned the nickname Clutch Queen. So let's welcome Miss Lara Liwanag.
Thanks for having me. Hello po. So, I'm happy to be here at the X Lounge.
Yes, and we're so happy to have you here. Now, Dia, Barbie, were you guys able to see her
Yes.
moment?
Yes.
Saw it.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Crazy. Wild. Wild talaga.
Wild talaga.
Wild, yeah.
Kahit ako, di din ako makapaniwala sa nangyari. Banahuli, ako pala yun. Ako pala yun yung tinuturo nilang clutch win.
What was the experience competing in Physical Asia like for you?
So ako nung first time ko narinig na kinukuha nila ako for Physical Asia, nakita ko na yung 1 and 2 eh. So parang, shucks, hindi ako marunong sa harap ng camera. Anong gagawin ko doon sa harap ng camera? Hindi, di ba? Hindi ako marunong mag-project or whatsoever. Kung paano mo ko nakita off-cam, yun din yung on-cam ko. So parang good thing na lang nung nasa Physical Asia kami. Tapos alaman ko pa na si Pacman yung leader namin. Oh my gosh, bawal mapahiya yung Pilipinas. Sabi ko. So yun lang yung pinanghahawakan ko na parang I need to be confident sa gagawin ko. Since ako'y napili for this spot, kailangan kong gawin lahat para madala ko yung flag ng Philippines.
And you definitely did that. You made the whole Philippines proud along with all of Team Philippines.
Super thank you sa guidance ni Lord na na-pull out ko yung ganun na moment na hindi ko din alam kung paano nangyari.
Yeah, that was awesome. Like, that was such a moment that everybody loves. It went viral also, so everybody
Sobra.
loved that moment. All right, now we've met our women of strong fiber here on the X Lounge. It's time to hear about your guys' journey to success. So, the first thing I want to know is what sparked your passion for what you guys do. So, let's start with Barbie.
Wow, I was telling Dia a while ago, and the roommates kasi kami sa taas. Yeah, that I grew up in Rojas City. I started playing guitar at 11, and then pero sobrang na-in-love na ako agad dun sa instrument. So parang yun, araw-araw, yun lang yung ginagawa ko, playing guitar and started writing songs at 14. And like I said nga, hobby siya. Kasi growing up at that time and dun sa where I was, parang wala namang dun, scene.
Yes.
So, hindi ko siya naisip na ito magiging job ko, ito
Tama,
gagawin ko, you know. Kaya lang, sobrang enjoy ko lang siya. Talaga, I just love doing it. And by the time I came here sa Manila for college,
Yeah.
business management pa yung course ko kasi hindi ko nga naisip na magiging musician ako kung ano man. Pero araw-araw, nagre-record ako, nagagawa lang ako sa bahay.
Wow.
Ayun, parang, yun, so by the time na nagkaroon ng parang siguro open door na magka-band and parang chance to perform somewhere. Parang ang dami ko ng songs na nasulat. Parang, yun lang, it was just really a hobby, but I just loved doing it. Tapos, pero I did get inspired by like a couple of bands that I was listening to. Like those hair bands, you know, like the Bon Jovis.
Yes.
And like most specifically Guns N' Roses. You know Guns N'
Yes.
Roses. Okay. Kasi I would see videos of them like performing and they would be wild on stage and then the people would be wild and I didn't think of it as a job or something, but I was like, that looks like so much fun. I want to do that. Like, that's what I want to do. Like, I want to just at least get to do that, you know?
And then now you're the one that people are watching and getting inspired by. That's awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
Now, Dia, would you say you can relate to Barbie's origin story? Like, how did your passion for music start?
I think it was very much the same. I was at Barbie's upstairs.
Yeah.
I started music at a very young age. I did voice lessons and piano at 6 years old.
Wow.
That kind of continued, and then I told my mom, I was like, "Mom, can I have a guitar?" And she was like, "No." So I had to, like, sabi niya, you have to be very good at piano first. But as a hard-headed child, I was like, no, I want to play guitar. So thankfully, my ninong gifted me a guitar. Sabi niya, here's a guitar. He's like, oh my God, thank you. So I taught myself how to play guitar. I play every day, similar to Ate Barbie. I'd play every day. And then I started writing songs around 12, 13. So it kind of continued on as a hobby, something I love to do whenever I was feeling angsty or emotional. I'd pour it out on the paper, into my writing. Oh, and then eventually taught myself how to produce my own music through GarageBand, Logic. Then I got signed to my first ever label. And then it kind of just went from there.
Yeah. When it comes to joining beauty pageants,
Yes.
when did you discover that particular passion?
Alam mo, I never thought I would become a beauty queen. I was very tomboyish. I loved sports. But I was like, why not try something new? And kasi pageants for me are kind of like a sport. You really have to
Gets.
train your mind, your body. The way you walk in heels
cool
is
way of
very
seeing it, yeah.
technical. The way you pose is very technical, actually. And then your mind, you have to be updated on all of the current events
Yeah.
and everything that's going on in your country, so that when you're asked questions, you are able to answer anything swiftly without making mistakes.
Iba na yung
Very
yung
different.
standard sa
Oo.
beauty queen ngayon.
In
Sobrang
short, ano ka
well-rounded.
dapat? Updated ka sa mga chika.
Exactly. As a chismosa. Words. Ganon. So, it kind of just happened na also having a passion for advocacies and helping out on charities. So I work a lot with Cribs Foundation, the Golden Gaze. So I wanted to do something that would champion the things I believe in. Sabi ko, I feel like beauty pageants are kind of the perfect avenue to do so. So I joined my first ever pageant, which was Miss Universe Philippines. Bongga, diba? Parang wow, I really had the guts to do that. But it taught me a lot because I was actually unplaced. I didn't really get far. So sabi ko, you know what? Sayang naman ang effort ko in training my body to get to a certain way, my mind. Sabi ko, I'll join Miss World Philippines. And then I became Reinas Panamericana Filipinas,
Wow.
2024.
Yeah.
Then I competed in my first ever international. And then by the grace of God and fate, I won. So, ayan. It just
Nice.
kind of came full circle.
Yeah, that's amazing. And you know what you said earlier about how like your first time you didn't really get that far. There's this saying like I saw recently online. It's like you may not be seated at the table, but you're already in the room.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And I love that you just kept going. And I feel like that's like such an important message for everybody. You don't have to be good at it at the start, right? You got to start somewhere, and this is exactly what they're talking about. Now, Lara, have you always been competitive?
Sobra. Siguro similar nun sa'yo. Like, bata pa lang, athlete na talaga. And I want to be parang international level na athlete. Yun talaga yung dream ko. So parang, ever since, nagsastrive talaga ako na, dahil nakikita ko yung mga friends ko, like, nagpapalarong pambansa sila. Ako, hindi ako umaabot doon. So, nagtatry
What was
ako
your
na,
sport when you were younger?
badminton.
Badminton.
Yes.
Okay.
So, nag-varsity ako sa school namin. Tapos yung mga friends ko, umaabot silang palarong pambansa. So, parang sabi ko,
Wow.
kailan kaya ako aabot ng palarong pambansa? So, nag-shift ako ng basketball. Eh, yung basketball naman, within university lang. Hindi siya umaabot
I
na.
played basketball also in
Diba?
high school.
Sobrang ano siya, sobrang ganda din talaga. So, tinry ko yung ultimate frisbee. So, this time, meron ng chance mag-international level kasi papasok na ako doon sa national team ng Philippines.
Oh,
Kaso, dahil nga parang trying to play as an athlete ka, at the same time, yung future mo, gusto mo din isettle. So ako, nag-graduate ako and board passer ako as a nurse. So gusto ko maging part ng Navy.
Yeah, yeah.
So parang ako, kung gusto kong mag-Navy at me being as Lara, gusto kong prepared lagi. Ayoko yung papasok ako sa isang event or competition na hindi ako nag-ready. So parang sabi nila, yung CrossFit magandang background for military. So ako,
Wow.
naghanap ako ng box sa Pampanga na nag-offer ng CrossFit. So nung nagko-CrossFit ako, tapos nagko-compete for Ultimate Frisbee, sakto na-injure yung middle finger
Oh,
ko.
man.
So na-fracture siya. Yun yung naging
kailangan
disability
yun. Oo,
ng military. So, since then, hindi na ako nakapasok for military. Ganun sila ka-technical. Gusto kong pumasok sa military. Once na meron kang degree, pagpasok mo military, automatic officer ka. Parang ganun.
Ganun.
Hindi siya yung, ikaw yung parang ilalaban nila for
Galing talaga
the
nito
wars.
ni Lara.
Diba? Napanood ko yung American Sniper eh. Sabi ko, shucks, hindi ko kaya makipagbarilan dun. Baka pag tinuntok sa akin yung baril, magmatay-matayan ako dun. So, dun lang tayo sa office.
Kailangan
Yun talaga. Malakas lang din yung faith ko kay Lord. At the same time, talagang naniniwala ako kung saan ako dadalhin. Follow ko lang yung path. Na,
Yeah.
it so happen na sobrang happy ko na nag-stick ako dun sa paniniwala ko. Sa dami nang hindi naniniwala eh. Pero ako, parang okay lang yan. Parang meron kang confidence deep inside. Yun.
Now, for all of you guys, when you guys found your passion, what steps did you take to pursue it? And what was it like starting out in your field? Because all of you guys mentioned, you started out just on your own. You guys are pretty much self-made. So how was that like?
I guess with starting out, let's start with music. When I entered the music industry, I signed to a really big label. Tapos I didn't really have any connections. I didn't really know anybody yet. I was still figuring out my footing. But thankfully, they introduced me to a lot of people. I made so many friends. But it was really just me starting out in my bedroom. Kasi I really started during the pandemic. So there were no gigs yet. There were no live shows. There was no opportunity for me to go to a studio and record there and work with the producer. So all of my sessions were on Zoom. I was recording with my small mic in my room. Tapos I felt so bad for the engineer kasi he had to mix like with bad audio. But it was a full experience. But I think it was really the having to work with discipline. Like having to make sure that I'm
Tama.
able to work every day, making sure I'm writing enough demos, doing this so I have something to show for it. And then I guess with the beauty queen, ayan, I was starting in a new industry after being in music and completely new industry, not knowing what to do. I was thankful that I got to train with aces and queens and then my other trainers after that. But they really showed me the ropes of what it was like to be a beauty queen. And it's really not the glitz and glamour everyone thinks it is na parang you go on stage, maganda lang sila, tapos nag-hair makeup lang, tapos ayan, rampa na. No, it's not. It's the complete opposite. It's really like, as I was saying kanina, being an athlete, you really have to prepare. And then these pageants are so grueling because sometimes we don't eat. May mga sponsor shoots na we wake up mga 4 a.m. call time, we end at 1 a.m. the next day.
What?
Ang haggard, ang puyat. Tapos, ayan, come the night of the coronation, yung call time namin 5 a.m. Tapos
Yeah.
may rehearsal hanggang 12 noon. And then, makeup time 12 to 4 p.m. And then, ayan, show na agad hanggang 2 a.m. in the morning. So, you're basically like, you have to mentally be strong. And I think this was the one
Yeah.
thing that really taught me the real discipline. So, ayan, full everything.
Yeah.
It's up to you to provide everything for yourself until you get to a point where, for example, I'm so grateful for the designers that I work with now, kasi now that I guess I've won, they are always offering na parang, if you need a gown, like just reach out to me, like, and I'm so thankful
Yeah.
for them because it's really the partnership and the relationships that you build, but it's so many steps until you get to that international stage.
Yeah. Exactly. And I feel like that's what people don't see, how you started out. All they see is like the success, the glitz and the glamour, but people tend to skip how you got there. And what about you guys? Lara, how was it starting out in that field for you in CrossFit?
Actually, ako, it's more of, naniwala lang din talaga ako sa passion ko. Kasi at first, I was parang focusing paano ako manalo. Yun lang din naman yung time na yun, parang gusto ko ako yung number 1. So yung training ko, all out talaga. Before ako nag-compete, nag-train ako ng 5 years.
Wow.
Ang dami nagsasabi,
Grabe.
parang, ba't di ka pa sumali? Ready ka naman. Hindi pa ako ready. May right time for that. So,
Grabe.
training lang ako. Kuha ko ng mga courses for coaching for 5 years. Nung naging ready na ako, dun ako nag-start mag-compete.
Wow.
So, nung nag-compete naman ako, yun yung first time ko sumali ng CrossFit competition sa parang yung nationals. Yun yung time din na nag-national champion ako.
Wow.
Wow.
So, parang doon ko na-realize na yung hard work talaga, meron siyang ibibigay. Kailangan mo lang din, yun nga, maging yung discipline mo, hindi nag-iiba. If you want it, kailangan mong maging all out.
Yeah.
Confident ako na i-share ko yung mga stories ko, kung paano ako umabot dito. Hindi naman dahil ako. Maraming guidance, maraming yung faith, dapat sobrang lakas ng faith mo. And maging thankful ka sa mga dumadating na tao sa'yo to help you to be here.
How you guys started, discipline, faith, and a strong support system, it's really what helped you get through it at the very beginning of your journeys. But what about you, Barbie?
Alright. Well, ako na-inspire ako sa story ni Lara and Dia. Kasi yun nga parang tungkol siya sa discipline. And you also shared something about like having foresight, no, right? Or
Tama.
that you're planning like 5 years ahead and you're thinking, di pa ako ready ngayon in 5 years. Kasi yun yung sobrang opposite ako as a person. Kasi parang feeling ko lahat ng nangyari sa akin is like, parang aksidente lang. Parang, I was in accounting class writing a song. I'm not listening to my teacher. When napansin ng katabi ko na, uy, nagsusulat ka ba ng song? Parang, gitarista ako. I can introduce you to someone who can form a band. Parang ganun lang nangyayari lahat na tapos mamaya yun. So dun, because of that connection sa seatmate ko, biglang I formed a band and then like in a few months na nagkaroon kami ng gig na regular. Tapos after a few months na-sign kami sa record label. Tapos naglabas na kami ng album. Parang within a year. Mga ganon. So siguro mas nakapokus ako sa parang just parang giving my best in the moment.
Okay, now Barbie, Dia, Lara, you guys talked about how you started in this journey of each of your passions, and you guys talked about your challenges along the way as well. Now, amidst all these challenges in their respective journeys, our exceptional women in the X Lounge successfully navigated their way to the top of their fields. Now, they continue to break the mold today, and they have created opportunities for themselves. So, Lara, you actually co-own a gym. It's called Barn Fitness. That's
Yes.
amazing. Why did you decide to get into this business?
Nag-start ako with other people na mag-hold ng gym. So parang from there, dahil kailangan mo ng funding para sa passion mo, hindi ka naman pwedeng athlete lang. So kailangan may work ka. So yung work ko nun is parang assistant coach lang. Tapos eventually, parang nakita ko, yun nga, parang naging process siya. Parang hindi, yung in-expect mo na parang eto dapat yung mangyayari. Hindi nangyayari. So parang may mga learnings along the way. So in the long run, nung parang gusto ko na mag-set ng sarili kong gym, which is yung barn, doon ko na-apply lahat ng hardships na dinaanan ko. Since andyan pa rin yung, yung opportunity na mag-serve ka for other people, like sa coaching, ibig sabihin, hindi ka pinapastop ni Lord. Yun yung mindset ko. So, tinuloy ko lang. Tapos, nagkaroon ako ng partner. Nag-set up kami ng coffee shop. So, parang yung reception area ng gym, ginawa namin siyang coffee shop that time. So, every time na may bibili, parang titignan nila yung gym, ano kaya meron dyan? So, mag-i-inquire. So, ang dami namin na-convert na clients from coffee shop dun sa gym. Piniprep ka talaga ni Lord para pag dumating yung right time, ready ka na. Na mag-serve talaga.
That was so beautiful.
Sasabihin ko sa inyo guys, ako na yung living testament na parang yung imposible nagiging posible. As in, sobrang rare. Like ako, sa dami-daming magagaling na atleta na made for Physical Asia. Actually, kaibigan ko si Heidelin Diaz eh. So, kausap ko sa...
Happy hi.
Hi, Coach Heidelin.
Fans kami lahat.
Yan. So, parang sabi ko, Coach, alam mo, to be honest, thank you na nag-decline ka. Kasi kung hindi ka nag-decline, hindi ako nandito.
Siya pala yun.
Siya talagang for my position. Nag-decline lang siya kasi parang kung may competition, siguro hindi siya ready na for that moment.
Right.
So parang nag-decline talaga siya. So parang alam mo, blessing in disguise, yung pag-decline mo, yun yung naging parang a way ko makapunta dito. Ang happy lang na binabalikan mo yung mga dati na kung di din dahil na nakasama mo siya, yung mga ganon, hindi ka abot sa ganito level kasi sila din yung coach ko sa weightlifting eh. So imagine mo yung paghila ko dun sa 3 tao dahil sa tinulong mo sa akin. So thank you po, Coach Heidelin and Coach Julius.
Oh my gosh, iconic.
Yun.
I can't.
Super.
Can I just say, like, it is such a, like, for me to be here with 3 such exceptional and inspiring women, it's such an honor, and it's so great that we're able to share your story with everybody. So that's so exciting. And let's go to Barbie. I saw the credits for Not That Girl. And I see that you own your own music.
Yeah.
I love that.
Ito rin eh.
I love that for both of you. But Barbie, how does it feel to fully take charge of your own music? And how has the landscape changed for female artists?
Wow, okay. Thank you for that question, Your Honor.
I'm learning a little bit from Dia.
Well, I guess it's not in my control, like how the industry has changed. Like, it started in the 90s when the only way that you could put out any music or record was you had to be with a major label. There were no like minor labels or like independent labels before, so that's why only parang konti lang yung mabibigyan ng opportunity rin na to record and to be heard, you know. But then like yun nga, nag-start yung internet, like it changed everything, like with streaming and everything. So parang it democratized everything. Parang lahat na parang syempre may downside siya kasi during the time parang nawalan ng support kasi nga medyo nagsara yung mga major labels at time. Pero parang timing din na nagkaroon ng strong internet, tapos nagkaroon na ng yung mga laptops nga, GarageBand. Suddenly at just the right time we could now record in our bedrooms, in our homes.
But aside from that, how else has the internet and social media helped you guys in your craft, especially for the music industry?
I guess for me, starting my career in the digital age, it's helped a lot in the sense that it's inspired me to make music that's out of the box. That's how Ganda Gandahan was born. It's a very out of the box pop song where I like to
Yeah.
scream at the top of my lungs, and people don't understand it, but they're not supposed to understand it because
Yeah.
it's art. You're supposed to enjoy it, right?
Yeah.
But I'm just so happy I was able to make that song because it's
Yeah.
really a song about beauty and not caring what people think and showing that you can succeed as long as you really put the hard work in. As long as you show them like, I can do this, I can be as maganda as I want. It doesn't matter what you think, diba? And the song is really for the girls, the gays, and the dolls, everybody. And I'm just so happy because with social media, that is the one track finally after how many years in the music industry that went viral on TikTok. And I was so happy because I got comments from people from the queer community, mostly the queer community. They're like, Ate, thank you for this song. We love Ganda Gandahan. They vogue to it. They make TikToks about it. And I was so happy na during Pride Month, during the Love Laban Fest, Direct Rod asked me to be a headliner. And it was honestly like one of the biggest, I guess, achievements so far in my career na having to do that and performing in the Pride Fest. Because honestly, the music wasn't for me. And I was telling Ate Barbie this kanina actually upstairs na parang when I started, the music was for me lang talaga. It was for my therapy, for myself.
Right.
But after being a beauty queen, seeing all these different types of people, being immersed into different communities, I want to make music not just but for myself, but for other people
Yeah.
to, champion other people.
Yeah,
And I'm
that's
really
great.
happy that that song did that. And then I really felt it during Love Laban Fest. And then we had Beauty Queens Walk and then Dolls Walk because it was for the Protect the Dolls movement. So I felt like it was really, I felt that my music career had a purpose. My parang being here in this industry had a purpose, and it kind of inspired me to keep going in this industry.
Yes.
Ayan.
And I'm sure the internet really helped you reach so many more people
Yeah.
also. And I'm sure also
Exactly.
when the internet started to become a bigger part of our lives, especially like during the pandemic,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you both of you mentioned, it made it easier also to collaborate,
Oh, yeah.
with
Exactly.
other people. So
Yeah.
how did that come into play when it came to, collaborating with people or doing even like interviews online, but everything was online. Like how did that come into play in your jobs?
Yeah, I mean, if there's one thing that the internet really did is connect us
Connect
all,
talaga.
and now yun nga, people you look up to now, you can just slide in their DMs.
Slide in the DMs.
Hey there. And now you can tell them what they mean to you, and then you can
Yes.
connect. And yeah, and so a lot of collaborations happened because of that, because of just friendships, the connections that were made through the internet.
Yes.
And yeah, it's definitely changed our lives.
Right.
Right now we're at the time when, like, how do we manage this thing? And yeah.
Yeah. Now, Lara, there were millions of people who streamed physical Asia. How did being on a huge platform on the internet like Netflix help bring attention to you and other women in the CrossFit community and the fitness space?
So, actually, nag-start yan na before Physical Asia, siguro yung mga followers ko nasa less than 2,000 lang. So, parang sa team namin, ako yung hindi sikat. Lahat sila matataas na yung followers eh. So, parang ako, bakit kaya ako nandito sa mga taong to? Lalo na si Pacman, yung leader namin. So, parang, kumbaga, sa team namin, ako yung low-key talaga. Tapos, nangyari nga yung deathmatch. So, kami, nung lalabas na yung Physical Asia, ang ginawa namin sa Barn Fitness, like, for our community, meron kaming film viewing.
Oh,
Powered
saya.
by Converge Fiber.
Yes.
So, parang
Thank
kami, okay, gusto kong makita talaga kung anong reaction ng mga students ko.
Oo.
Kasi, alam ko, pag lumabas na yung show, marami na magme-message. So, ako do not
Gusto mo
disturb
naka-live.
ako.
Oo.
Kasi, gusto ko yung stream talaga live. Yun talaga. So, parang, buti na lang, powered by Converge Fiber kami. Sobrang bilis. So, kami parang, okay, eto na to. Gusto kong malaman anong reaction nila. So, nakita nila, 10 seconds. Sila parang nananahimik na. Kasi siguro mindset na, wala, talo na yung Philippines. Kasi 10 seconds, nandun pa kami sa other side. So, parang, sa lolo, wait lang kayo. Alam ko i-edit na to. Parang ganun. To be honest, wala kaming alam kung paano nila in-edit yung show.
Yeah.
So, kami, kung ano nakita nyo, yun din yung nakita namin. Ang alam ko lang, nanalo kami. Nung time na yun, So parang sila, shucks, wala na. Thailand na to. Thailand na yung mananalo. So parang nung nakita nilang tumingin ako sa timer nung 6 seconds, sila parang nanigas na. Wait, gumaganon na.
Oh, may
So
hope, may hope.
nanalo na kami dahil nga na-pull ko yung move
Yes.
na yon with the help of Robin. Kasi tinutulak din niya yung paa niya eh. So parang faster for me to pull din.
Right.
So parang lahat sila nagsigawan, ganon. Imagine from less than 2,000 followers that time. Ngayon nasa 58.
Wow.
1,000 followers. So parang with the help of internet, lahat yan,
nga.
parang ang dami nag-repost, ang dami nag-send ng DM sa nangyari na clutch move. Sabi ko parang dito ko na-realize na, dahil nga hindi ako yung current champion nun, parang nasa top 8 lang ako nung time na yun.
Yeah.
Dito ko masasabi na hindi mo kailangan maging champion to inspire people.
Yeah.
As long as made ka, you have your
love that.
purpose, kung paano ka makipag-communicate sa ibang tao, malalaman nila yun, kahit na anong gawin mong mabuti. Kumbaga, magkiklik talaga sa mind nila or sa heart nila na, oh, shucks, si Lara, hindi nag-give up nung ganyan-ganyan. Imagine, ang dami mong na-move na hearts.
Yeah.
Dun lang sa ginawa mong yun, na hindi ko in-expect na mangyari. Kasi, sabi ko nga parang sa mga kasama ko, kung man merong quest sa physical 100, ang ayoko yung deathmatch, yung ball. Kasi wala akong
Grabe,
background
tas doon
sa
ka pa
mga
nag-
sports.
Nine,
So parang sabi ko, nung nandun na kami, nakita ko na yung bola, sabi ko, pwede ba mag-back out right now?
Grabe.
Pero kagaya namin, nagsushooting kami like 24 hours din. So nung time na nag-deathmatch kami, nasa 3 a.m., 4 a.m. yun.
What? No.
Ganun ka, well.
Grabe.
So hindi ka pwede maging sabaw habang naglalaro ka.
Oo, of course. Oh my God.
Yes.
Inop mo na lang na antok na rin yung mga kalaban.
Pero yung-
Sana sila hindi rin nakatulog.
Ang maganda kasi doon, parang kahit na alam mong maraming cameras na nandyan, hindi nila pina-feel sa yun. So, parang nasa comp mode ka. Competition talaga. So, lahat na nakita nyo reaction doon, raw talaga. Even yung pag-call ko ng move doon, paghila ko within 6 seconds, ano yun, parang raw. Kumbaga lahat nag-slow-mo.
Yeah.
Na-feel kong gumalaw lahat. Sabi ko, yung mental clarity ko talagang try ko pa.
Galing.
Kasi gumalaw eh.
Oo.
Dahil sila lahat walang balance. Yun lang yung pwede kong gawin.
Yeah.
Pero yung mindset ko parang, Robin, bitawan mo na yung bola kasi ako lang yung nakatayo. Itatakbo ko na lang.
Yeah.
Yun yung tumatakbo sa mind ko. Pero since, dahil si Robin yung may hawak ng bola, siguro hindi naman niya bibitawan dahil di rin niya alam pwede mangyari. Hawak niya. So, nung tinry kong hatakin na ganun, nag-move lahat, nag-try pa ako ng dalawa, and right there na nakita ko lumagpas kami sa referee, which is nasa center line.
Yeah.
Wala pang 1 second, alam kong panalo na kami. Kaya tinaas ko yung kamay ko. Ganun ako kayabang. Parang, shucks, may ginawa ko for the Philippines. Thank you. Parang thank you, Lord, na yung mental clarity ko sobrang dinaw that time. Doon masasabi na parang, totoo yung mga moments na parang, akala mo 6 seconds na lang, wala na. Pero magsuslow mo talaga. And kung
Yeah.
meant to happen. Walang doon, walang what if, walang ganyan. Kaya guys, kung man yung iba na parang, ay, dapat ganito yung ginawa. Hindi. It was meant to happen. Kumbaga, kung hindi kami natalo doon sa shipwreck, na ang dami rin nag-bash sa amin, hindi
Hindi
rin
ba sa inyo? Grabe naman sila.
hindi kasi kami yung
Kapagod
lowest
kaya
nung
yun.
time na yun eh. Kaya kami napunta sa deathmatch. So imagine kung hindi kami naging lowest, hindi kami aabot ni na Mark
Yeah.
sa deathmatch. Hindi
Yeah.
namin mapapakita yung pwede naming
Ganun-
gawin
yeah,
na
ganun
nakita
side.
nyo guys, na na-inspire kayo. Yan.
Grabe. It's so different when you're watching it and then you're hearing
like,
the story.
yeah.
Goosebumps.
Yun.
Grabe.
Kaya parang ako, alam ko naman na for me, sabi ko nga sa mga nakakilala sa akin, sobrang simple ko lang. Like, usually coach lang ako, train lang ako. Yun lang yung lifestyle ko. Tapos nung nangyari tong Physical Asia, hindi pwedeng hindi ako lumalabas ng gym ko na hindi naka-makeup, na hindi ako sanay. Kasi every now and then may nagpapapicture, parang ano.
As a beauty queen pala.
Imagine kung magpapapicture sila sa'yo, sa sobrang bilis ng internet, may kita ng ibang tao yan. Ganun na kabilis yung, alam mo yun, yung paano ka nakikilala ng tao. So might as well parang, ako, gusto ko lang din makilala ako ng tao na, as Lara, like, eto na yung raw. Kung paano ako naipag-usap sa mga babaeng to na sobrang inspirational.
Yes. And you mentioned nga from 2,000 to almost 60,000 followers. So you have a bigger platform now. You're able to reach more people and inspire more people. And also, aside from that, you make pretty fun content with your fellow Physical Asia, members,
Yes.
contestants. How does social media actually contribute to you as an athlete naman?
Yun, parang before nga, dahil nga sobrang liit lang ng community namin sa CrossFit. Diba? Parang, akala mo like marami na nakakilala sa'yo, pero yung CrossFit kasi maliit pa lang yung community. Pero ever since na nangyari yung death match sa Physical Asia, yung CrossFit community lalong lumaki. Kasi parang, si Lara nagko-CrossFit kaya nagawa na yun. Yung mga ganong bagay. At some point, nakatulong din ako sa mga ibang CrossFit coaches na nag-own ng box na yung ibang tao na inspired sumali ng CrossFit. At the same time, parang sabi ko nga parang etong ginagawa kong to, mukha lang siyang simple. Pero nung nakausap ko sina Mark, yan, sina Unsel, yung wrestler sa Team Korea, nung nagsama-sama kami, si Unsel kasi parang vinisit lang niya ako. Dahil naging ka-close ko siya doon. So apparently, pagdating niya sa Philippines, parang tinur ko lang siya sa Pampanga, si Mark pauwi ng Baguio. So parang, Mark, punta ka dito, gawa tayo ng content. Tapos parang sila, dinadirect nila ako what to do para kasi sanay sila eh. Sabi ko, Mark, hindi ako sanay sa ganyan. As in, kung gagawa tayong content, ngayon pa lang to. No, just follow, ganyan-ganyan, Unsel, ganyan-ganyan. Parang, okay, so, reneact namin yung ginawa ko. Tapos, pinost namin, si Unsel parang, ito yung popost mo, ako, ito yung popost ko. Gosh, sabi ko, grabe pala yung mga content creator na to. Tapos, yun, nagva-viral yung mga videos, pero at the same time, super happy na nakakasama mo sila ulit. Kumbaga, hindi ko na-treat na parang work yung content creation. Kasi, for me, parang anytime naman, pwedeng mawala ka sa industry na to eh. So, ayoko din masyado mag-dwell. Kumbaga, ito yung parang extra sa hard work na ginawa ko for my gym, for my community, na ine-enjoy lang namin na parang yung blessing na binigay after ng lahat ng hardships. And yun nga, yung nakaka-inspire ka ng tao, yun yung pinaka-importante sa akin ngayon.
Yes. And to have that platform is really just so amazing. Now, Dia,
Yes.
the pageant scene, I feel like it's noticeable that, women are taking more control also over their identities, building their own brand and shining light, especially on their advocacies. Would you say that this is true?
Yes, I would. I would say this is very true. I mean, every time you join a pageant, I feel like not that it's a requirement, but as a beauty queen, we're known to really be part of charity work, to have advocacies, and it's very important because that's the essence of being a beauty queen is not just that you're beautiful or that you can speak. It's something that you have something to fight for. For me, that would be the girls at Cribs Foundation, and they are ages 7 to 17 years old. There are around 25 to 30 of them. They cycle every 3 years, and what they do there is they're rehabilitating. So that's a rehabilitation center for victims of abuse. So these are young girls that are making sure that they're in the center so that they get better. And the reason why I go there is to teach them music and to help them find a different outlet that will help them mentally be better, a safer outlet for them to take out their frustrations or take out their anger or their sadness in order for them to cope or for them to get well. And then other than the Cribs Foundation is the Golden Gays. So if you didn't know, the Golden Gays are if you would like to think of it this way, so we have drag queens now. The Golden Gays are the drag queens of the past. Technically, they're our lolas. They're the ones who kind of paved the way for the community to be so open now. So Drag Race is so popular now, drag shows. But back then, in the 80s and the 70s, it wasn't. Most of the people I was surrounded by were from the queer communities. My mamas, the Beckys, the designers, the creatives. They're so wonderful. They're so talented and they're so loving as well.
Right.
And I wanted to give back that love and share that love and show everybody and be the best ally I could be, So that's why I created another song. It was called Ina with at Regine Velasquez. I was so lucky to be able to collaborate with an icon like her. And she's like the mother. She's like the god of the Beckys in the Philippines, right? So it was the perfect collaboration. And we made a documentary with that song for the Golden Gays specifically. So that's out everywhere. It's on YouTube if you guys want to watch it. But I guess with having that platform as a beauty queen, it's a blessing. It's a gift to be able to share these causes and to help other people as well.
I just think it's so beautiful that you're really bringing in so much. I mean, you mentioned this this is your purpose as a beauty queen, but at
Yeah.
the same time, you're able to also incorporate your love for music to
Yes.
help these people. And I think that's just so beautiful. So thank you so much for sharing that with us. Now, we have had such an inspiring conversation so far here on the X Lounge. And now it's time for these three women of strong fiber to share the secrets of their success and what led to their extraordinary achievements. So, I'm going to ask this to all of you guys, so it's up to you. Like, you can just answer. Okay? So, what would you say is one habit or mindset that really helped you succeed?
Don't give up. Just keep going. Because as hard as it is, everyone is going through something difficult. Everyone has their own challenge. And it doesn't matter if yours is small or it's big. It's a challenge that if you work through it, you can be proud of yourself. If you complete it, if you accomplish it. So it's just never give up and just keep going.
For me, like always be ready. So, like I said, you couldn't control. There are things you can't control, right? Like when are the doors gonna open for me, right? For yourself. But you can control how ready you are when those doors open. Like you have something that's in front of you that you can work on today. So yeah, just be faithful with what's in front of you and always be ready. So when the doors open, handa ka na rin.
For me, siguro have faith. And yun nga, never back down. At the same time, work hard. Kasi if you want to be successful, kailangan all in ka sa gusto mo. Yun, parang never doubt yourself and be confident about it.
Oh, I just need a moment. So inspiring. But how exactly do you guys handle or manage the criticism or the pressure, especially from the people around you?
With the pressure and the criticism, it's really just knowing how to filter it out, which comments to really think about and to listen to, and which comments are nonsense. Kasi most of the time, if you're looking at TikTok or Instagram, ang daming mga spam, ang daming mga trolls with like a cat
Bots.
in their profile picture, or it's black or something, and it's like, don't look at those, because those are just people hiding behind the screen who are either insecure or they're paid to do it, or
Yes.
iba-iba. Like, it's useless. It's useless. That's like junk information. So the takeaway for me is just listen to the people who care about you the most.
Yeah.
I love that.
Just pick it. Yun nga, kasi it has to be both. I mean, you have to know when you tune it out, but then you also really can learn a lot from criticism from those you trust. And yeah, so
So parang ang nangyayari doon sa mga iba nagkikriticize na like within your circle, it's more of a learning. Tapos
Yes.
yung mga nagbibigay naman ng compliments, yun yung makita na parang blessing talaga siya. So it's more of giving positive energy sa tao instead of dwelling sa negative side.
I love that. Now, you guys were talking so much about your setbacks earlier and all the things that you had to go through to get to where you are now. How did you stay motivated through all of that?
Staying motivated for me was really thinking of the bigger picture, I guess,
tama,
and what
tama.
I could do. I also don't like thinking too far ahead, na parang 5 years from now, okay, I'm gonna be a chart-topping artist. No, I think of it as in the impact I can make in my society, in my community, and what I can do with, I guess, pageantry, right? The motivation was, I want to win a crown, one, for my country, right? Because it's for the Philippines.
Yes.
And two, to make an impact, to get the platform so I can make a change in my own little way. And then with music, I've always had the motto na parang, I want to make music so people don't feel alone. And people kind of, because you know this when you find a song that you really, really love, and then you turn it into your own song. Like, this is my song, guys. This is my jam, ganon. Like, I want to be able to make music that's for myself, and then I release it into the world, and now it's everybody else's. It's up to you if you want to make it your song, but I want to create music that people will love, that they'll hold dear, and be like, this song has impacted my life. So, getting those comments sometimes from people when they say like, oh, ate, I really love your song. Thank you for making this. Or seeing drag queens use ganda-gandahan when they perform, or seeing it being used in TikToks. It really gives me clarity and gives me a sense of purpose na parang, I guess what I'm doing is right. It's the people that are there that support me that really keep me going.
Yeah, staying anchored in your why.
Yeah.
And just, those moments where you're like, this is why I'm doing what I'm doing. It's such a beautiful feeling and such a great motivator.
Yeah.
Now, what about you guys?
Oh yeah. So for me, well, first of all, like it's the connection to God, like knowing that, parang he's given us gifts, right? Our talents, and I just want to be faithful and parang to honor him with it. But also as a mom, like I have a daughter, Stina, and a son, Liam, and they're also like into music, into art, and I parang so I don't really want to compartmentalize like family life and music life and all, but we do it all together as a family, and it's something na yun nga, parang they are my motivation for for doing something that I love. It's a blessing that I want to share with them, na sana sila rin mahanap din nila yon at magawa rin nila yon. So, kaya I'm happy na somehow nakaka-collaborate kami. Parang we're part of each other's lives when it comes to music.
I love that. And I'm sure your children are also like so inspired to have a mom like you.
Sana.
And Lara?
Ako same with Ma'am Barbie na may purpose kasi. So once na alam mo na may purpose ka sa life mo, and eto yon, like helping other people and inspiring people, lalo na sa fitness, the way na nakakatulong ka for longevity, mas na-enjoy nila yung life nila kasi healthy sila. So alam mo na parang ako pag nakikita kong na-adapt nila yung mga tinuturo ko, para ako nasa-satisfy na okay, nag-work yung ginagawa ko. So yun yung parang fuel ko din kasi para nakakatulong ako sa tao talaga.
Yeah.
Such beautiful words from our exceptional ladies. I have one more question for you guys. What is one personal secret that helped you stay resilient through everything?
Ako, consistency. Like, kahit na sabihin mong hindi nag-work yung gusto mong gawin, as long as andun yung plan mo, andun yung drive mo, being consistent sa ginagawa ko, like coaching or training other people, hindi nagsastop. Parang for me, kung ganun ka ka-confident, you're unstoppable talaga.
When I'm feeling really down, I go to the bathroom and I look at myself in the mirror and I'm like, you're a bad B. you slay. Ganon yung mga mantras na, you're a queen,
Oo,
you can
tama.
do this, don't give up, like,
Yeah.
don't show people you cry. Like, you can cry, but I mean, like, you are professional, you can do this, you can work hard. Like, yung mga ganon,
Tama.
like, to hype yourself up in the mirror. Because there are days na parang, you feel like, oh my God, I suck. Like, why am I here, right? So, there are days na parang, I really have to go to the mirror and look at myself, like, in the movies, and be like, you are it, you are the best. Ganon, like,
Yeah.
kahit stupid yung mga sinasabi ko, like, I just have to say it so that I hype myself up.
O, para maging confident ka ulit.
Like,
Oo.
talagang ganun yung artist, no? Parang one day you're like, you're the best, and then I suck, and then you're the best. You go 360 days.
I'm the best. Ganon. Exactly. So, yeah, just knowing when to do that and having to hype myself up
Yeah.
every now and then.
The affirmations. Even if you look silly, just do it.
You just do it.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's what do they say? Like how you speak to yourself is so
Self-talk,
important.
parang
Yeah,
ganun.
self-talk is
Self-talk.
so important. And
Yeah.
if you are telling yourself like, oh, I suck or whatever, it's really gonna get to
Yeah.
you. But if you start, like, even if you don't believe it,
Yeah, if you
diba?
don't believe it, like, you are the best performer. I just did a show. Like,
Ganda mo, you're so
ganda
pretty.
mo. Tingnan mo ang mukha mo. Yes, slay ka
You're
daw.
so talented. And you're just like, I guess so.
Ako naman, may mindset ako na underdog na mindset. Kasi for me, alam ko na ako yung pinakamahina. Laging ganun yung mindset ko para lagi ako nagsastrive to be better.
I feel like it's
Yeah.
finding the right balance between
Oo.
those two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, sa akin parang ganun. Parang siyang balance yata sa dalawa. Na parang faith sa akin yung secret na kung meron man one thing. Kasi, yun nga, bumabalik ako palagi sa faith. Kasi parang feeling ko ang haba na ng journey ko.
Faith talaga.
Tapos, parang yun talaga yung nag-sustain sa akin sa bawat part, mas highs and sa lows. In terms of confidence, diba sabi na, I can do all things through Christ who
Tama,
strengthens me. So parang, may confidence ka doon, di ba? Na kaya mo yan, kasi kasama mo siya. Pero meron din na, in my weakness, His strength is made complete. Kasi may mga moments din na talagang hindi ko kaya. Hindi ko talaga kaya. Ang hirap nitong challenge na to. Pero pati sa moment na yun, parang I allow myself those moments na, Lord, hindi ko kaya. Pero yun nga, in-embrace ko tong weakness ko kasi your strength is made complete in moments like this.
Tapos after nun, okay na, di ba?
So yeah, so
Eh, totoo
doon ako
naman
mabalik talaga sa faith.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Again, consistency, affirmations, and
And faith.
Yeah.
CAF.
Wow. May pa ganon.
But ladies, thank you so much for sharing your secrets to success. But what I admire even more about our exceptional women of the X Lounge is that they're all very supportive of their sisters in their fields. And I feel like that is
Oh, yeah.
something that is so
I love that.
important, you know,
Oh, yeah.
women backing women, especially in this world. So, Lara, I saw that you're buddies with your fellow national champion, Aliana Lau,
Oo.
right? So, how did you guys become friends outside ng competition?
So actually, siya talaga yung current champion na nun na kuha ko for Physical Asia. And siya din yung naging sub for the girls sa team namin. Kasi may male, may female sub eh. So parang kami, ever since rival talaga. Kasi siya yung champion,
Yes.
tas ako champion din, parang gano'n, no? Pero this time, naging friends kami in a sense na parang, it's more of, yung importante sa amin ngayon is to inspire girls talaga, women talaga. Like, hindi na pinag-uusapan sino yung champion o sino mananalo. Sabi nga namin, dahil nga kami magka-team ngayon to preparing Team Philippines for Korea.
Wow.
So, parang dalawang national champion magkasama. So, sabi nga
Galing.
namin, dahil nga may individual competition pa rin, kung sino man manalo sa amin dalawa, panalo kami dalawa.
Yeah.
So, dun pa lang, alam mo yung parang kalimutan na natin yung rivalry and all. The fact na same yung goal nyo, same yung parang goal nyo sa buhay na mag-inspire ng people or mga athletes. Okay na ako dun. Yun din yung parang success for me right now.
I just love when women really empower other women.
Oh, yeah.
It's so important, especially, you know, for us. Now, Dia,
Yes.
the beauty pageant industry, you know, it's often depicted as cutthroat, right? Like that's how it's seen
Yeah.
in the outside world, like the world outside of beauty pageants. Now, people think there's a lot of catfights and backstabbing, but I've also heard many stories of, you know, lifelong friendships and women just really empowering women and real sisterhoods being formed. So can you share some of your positive experiences in the beauty pageant world?
Oh, I love this question. I mean, so the pageant that I competed in, Reinas Panamericana, it's a Latin pageant. It's based in Bolivia. It's for the Latinas talaga. It's their home base. It's a Spanish-speaking pageant. So the pageant is conducted in Spanish. They don't really speak English. A lot of the candidates don't speak English. So you would think in that environment, it would really be like ganon catfight. Kasi Latina, diba? And they're also known to be feisty. And then
Yes.
in pageants, backstabby, like they'll cut your dress, yung mga ganon. But in my experience was really good. I was really blessed with the candidates that I was with because majority spoke English. I had a roommate that became my best friend. Her name is Estefania, Miss Bolivia at the time.
Yeah.
She gave me trade secrets about the organization.
Oh, wow.
Like we really like teamed up
And
together.
you won that year.
Yeah, I won that year. No, but it was nice kasi I really built friendships na parang if I don't win, I really hope you win. Or like we'd win together. Kasi it wasn't an environment na parang oh, I'm gonna beat you, you're and whatever. Like, I was just happy that all the girls were, in a way, supportive. The organization was supportive. If I didn't understand, they would translate for me. And it was beautiful kasi me and my roommate, there's a thing na parang you don't show your final gown ever. Like, for example, we have the final night, diba, in 2 days or 3 days, you still don't show your gown. Kasi,
Grabe.
especially she's Miss
Baka
Bolivia,
galingan
she
lang
has
siya.
she has time to change her gown, right?
Right.
Last minute.
Oh, yeah.
But I was able to trust her so much that I showed her my final gown and my final outfits like days before. And she never changed hers. She showed me hers then. And then she even like wore her gown in front of me in the room 3 days before. So she could check like, is this good? I'm like, yes, that's perfect. So it was such a nice environment where really girls were hyping each other up because we're coming from different countries. We're alone in a foreign country in a place where the culture is different, the food is different. So it was nice to build those friendships and create those lifelong friendships because you go through this amazing experience together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I love that. I feel like it's because, you know, we grew up watching shows like America's Next Top Model.
Yeah.
And with, you know, like
May
it's,
drama kasi.
Yeah, it's so
For entertainment yun.
Diba? I mean, yeah, it was, but obviously, like, that's how it was depicted to us. So it's so good to hear how, in your experience, it was very empowering.
It was empowering to see all these beautiful women come together and work hard, and they're so intelligent and they come from different backgrounds, and to like see them all do so well as well. And for me to win, parang my imposter syndrome was like up there. So I was like, really? Tapos ako yung shortest pa naman. sa top 7. So I was like, oh, okay. Tapos ako nanalo ako yung pandak. But it was like, I was just really happy because everyone was so supportive afterwards. Yeah.
I love that. And congratulations again.
Thank you so much.
Belated. Passing mo na yung crown. But still. Thank you. Now, Barbie, you're part of the supergroup, Tanaw Collective, with other pop rock queens like Kitschy Nadal. But back in the day, you were often compared to each other and you guys were pitted against each other. People love to do that.
I know.
Right?
They're entertained.
Yeah.
Are you entertained?
But how did that make you feel? And how does it make you feel now that you're working so closely with her?
No, actually, I never really was comfortable with the whole competition thing. Like I said, I was just, making music in my room. I didn't make music so I could win a contest. Tapos, yun nga, parang it happened na lang. It so happened that we had bands na would play around the same places and on your radio station, our songs would be there together. So, before pa nga kami nagkakilala, parang ganun na yung dating namin. Rivals pa kami nito. Parang ganun. Before pa kami. So, naririnig ko lang yon. Pero when we actually finally got to meet, parang nag-click pala kami. Tapos, mamaya, later on, we actually started going to the same church. So, like, every Sunday, magkakasama kami sa church. Parang aware kami nun na may ganung, parang may ina-invento silang rivalry na hindi naman nanggagaling sa amin, Pero parang may ganung pressure that actually, I don't know if she would mind me telling this, but like earlier, this was like a long time ago, yun nga when, we were in our 20s, but we actually had a conversation with another common friend. Hey, parang this is what people are doing to us from the outside. Because maybe we can parang we try to be proactive. We're like, let's pray for each other, support each other really proactively. Parang to counter that weird pressure. And then, so parang even in our own personal, we'd pray for one another na sana maging successful ka, parang ganon. And then, parang nag-turn around siya from, I don't know, suddenly parang people embraced na hindi na kami competitors, kundi sisters na kami. Parang then we actually have a couple of gigs lined up. We're gonna be performing. So, in the coming months together. But, yun nga, in the last couple of decades, parang yun na yung nangyayari. Parang naging team na kami. Tapos, and then, a couple years ago, we had a lunch with, yun nga, sila Hannah, Asel, Luigi, Aya, di ba? Yung mga kasabayan namin before na, and then, parang doon nag-open up pating iba na parang ba tayo pinagko-compete, parang gano'n. Sa totoo lang, pareho lang kaming insights lahat. Pareho lang kaming, we all just, loved writing songs and performing. Why do people make us feel like, yun nga, na there's not enough room for everybody, but when there is enough room for everyone. So, especially then at that point, parang sabay-sabay na rin yung journey namin. Naging married na kami, maging moms na kami. Lahat parang naging sabay-sabay yung journey namin. Pareho lang naman pala kami ng buhay at mga gusto sa buhay. Alam mo yun? So, so we really reconnected. And hanggang today, may group chat kami. We're praying for each other. We're sharing mga tips, pag may sakit yung anak ng isa, andun lahat nagsusupport. Parang, and that's something that, Women's Month ngayon na celebrate natin. That's really a blessing na meron tayo. Sa totoo lang, yung boys, kailangan nila ng konting tulong sa ganyan na maghanap ng community, maghanap ng support sa isa't isa.
Yes.
Pero sa women, talagang ini-enjoy natin yun that we have that strong community. Sobrang grateful ako dun.
Exactly.
So,
I think it's so beautiful that, something that started out as people putting you against each other
I
turned
know.
into just
Hindi
such a
namin gusto
beautiful
yun.
friendship. And it's just so beautiful to see women empowering other women. And I think that's something that we as women need to continue doing. Now, Dia,
Yes.
you have a new single, Sour Grape, in collaboration
Yes.
with the Singaporean artist Lei.
Yes.
So, how important is it for you to work with other females?
I think it's really important in the sense that you get to learn so much from other women because every woman has their own experience, whether that be, life or especially in the music industry. And working with Lei was amazing because she's Singaporean and she has the music culture in Singapore is a lot different from the culture here. And then
Yes.
she came over here to the Philippines to make the content with me, make the music video and everything. And it was so nice to learn from her what it's like being an indie artist in a different country, her process, and it kind of elevates you as well as a person because you can add those learnings to your own life and kind of integrate it into your daily life as well.
Yeah. And Barbie, Dia, You just collaborated with a Singaporean artist. Is there a possibility of a collaboration between you two in the
Why
future?
not? Why not? No. Do it.
Of course.
Okay, sobrang galing na to.
Guys.
Fan ako na to.
You guys,
I love Ate Barbie.
we have proof here. How about Lara? How can we involve her? Maybe in the music video.
Yes.
Yes.
Coach namin yan.
Nag-workout pala ako doon habang nagkakanta. So,
Or you train them para they can be
nga.
like.
I want to attend the
diba?
class.
Me also. Let's all go together na lang.
oo nga, kasi yun naman din yung goal ko sa community namin. Parang it's more of inclusivity. So, regardless kung anong age mo, may training background ka sa sports or wala, welcome ka sa gym namin. Parang ganun.
Love that.
Wow.
I love that.
Visit kami
Sure. Abangan ko kayo
Doon na yung music video.
Doon na natin gagawin yung music video.
Oo.
Okay, now, what is one way that you think women can uplift each other?
I guess one way women can lift up to one another is to listen to each other. Because I think the most important thing that sometimes you don't have in the society is empathy. Because we're so desensitized with all the things that we see every day. So I think in terms of helping other women is to listen to them, empathize with their stories, and in any way you can help them. Yeah.
Kasi with that, you can gain confidence talaga.
Exactly.
Yes.
Alam niya talaga lahat na yung
Oh, galing. Nakita ko yung physical and mental training.
Swift answers.
Yes.
I'm really in so much awe of the three of you. I feel like I learned so much from each and every one of you in this one sitting. So I'm so excited for everybody to listen to this as well and embody what it is to be a strong, powerful, and empowered woman. So thank you guys for sharing all of that. And I really love what you said earlier about how people were making it seem like there's not enough room, but there is room for all of us.
Yes.
And you guys, through your stories, have been living proof of all of that. Now, our time is up here at the X Lounge, so it is coming
Thank
to
you,
an
Ria.
end. But before we wrap things up, I do have one final question. This is for Barbie, Dia, and Lara. What advice would you give to all the young women who are pursuing their passions?
First of all, know that you are loved. I think that's always a good place and a true place to start. And God has given you your personality, your uniqueness, your talent for a reason. So yun nga, don't throw away those dreams. Just pursue them. But also, like we said kanina, di ba, na you can't do it alone. So sa akin, very important nga yung faith, kasi siya nagbigay sa'yo ng talent na yon. So sa kanya ka rin magtanong kung how do you move forward, kung paano ba, di ba, ano ba yung kailangan steps na gagawin ko. And find that community na magsusupport sa'yo. Pero hindi lang yon, kasi ikaw rin magiging support sa iba. Kasi yun nga, that's I think we're given our talents not just for our own selves, but it's really to be a blessing to others as well. So ayun, yun lang.
For me, know that your dreams are never too small, and that as long as you have the will, the drive, and the motivation, you can make anything happen for yourself. Because we women, we are strong, we are powerful, and we can do anything we set our mind to.
Love that.
Ayan.
Lara?
For me, siguro do what you love. Kasi parang everything has a purpose and always ask for guidance. Kumbaga, dapat centered nyo lagi si Lord. Kasi parang along the way, dun mo malalaman kung tama yung ginagawa mo or hindi. With that, yung gusto mo mangyari sa life mo will be unstoppable talaga. Once na naka-center si Lord sa buhay mo, lahat ng gusto mo mangyari or gusto niya mangyari for you, mangyayari. With the
Agreed.
perfect time.
Agreed.
There you go, Lara, Dia, Barbie. Thank you
Ria,
so
thank
much
you.
Thank you so
for
much.
sharing your
Thank you
story
po.
with us and for inspiring so many people. Not only through sharing your stories, but in every single thing that you do, in your music, in your sport, in your advocacies,
Yes.
your passions, everything. It is really such an honor to meet such exceptional women. So that's it for us. We do wish you continued success for all your future endeavors. But we have to go. So once again, this is Ria Ramz of the X Lounge, presented by Converge FiberX. Thank you all for tuning in.
Thank you
Oh,
po.
yeah.
Thank you.